Welcome to another episode of Open Air Interface Tutorials. Today I will present one of the series of summaries about the book called Cloud Native Transformation: Practical Patterns for Innovation, published in 2020. The authors of this book are Pinnick Resnick, Jamie Dobson, and Michelle Guinaud, who will give us all the experience they acquired during many years working at the Container Solution Company when they rescue a stale cloud native transformation or help a company start a brand new cloud migration. Here, now, I present the fictitious company called WealthGrid and how stranger suddenly appears in WealthGrid's nice, comfortable world and change everything. This is not a literal stranger, of course, but a brand new competitor suddenly entering the financial services market. Someone completely unanticipated, completely different from traditional competitors, and very dangerous. There are three types of strangers who might, so speak out, come to the Walgreens town. Please meet the protagonist of the Walgreens story, Jenny. The program manager is the character we will be focused most closely through Walgreens' journey to cloud native. The second one is Steve, who is the CEO, and he is happy to see Jenny taking the initiative on immigration because he also understands that, that to survive in the market, the company needs to evolve. In fact, the board has even had some preliminary discussions about whether it's time for the company to move to the cloud, and they would like to start immediately with the Jenny's support. Structurally, the company is divided into traditional departments like IT, human resources, marketing, finance, and operations based on functional roles in the organization. There are specific standards, policies, and practices to govern how things work, as well as every decision the business makes. Among themselves, teams may have taken on some agile methods like Scrum, but WealthGrid itself is fundamentally a classic hierarchical organization following a waterfall software development approach. Summarizing, WealthGrid is a mid-sized financial service company, and as I told you before, it is functional and top-down. Again, this is a fictional composite of real-world companies, a classic hierarchical organization following a waterfall software development approach. It is rigid in what each specific department is designed and permitted to do. Formal and well-documented channels exist to facilitate communication between them. Every team's function is explicit in their responsibilities are clearly spelled out, which means they are optimized for proficient productivity. In this slide, we saw some of these new stranger companies that embrace the cloud-native philosophy and appear suddenly, such as Starlink, Amazon, or recently Nubank in Latin America. No matter which stranger comes in your town, they may not be there yet, but they are definitely on their way. They will be jumping on way ahead. The simple truth is once they do, they will not be able to catch up. They are going to leave you behind in your own market. You have to start now before this competitor shows up because they are coming, and this way you can be ready for them. At this point, you might be thinking, this won't happen to me, or sector is completely different. We are in high tech disruptors would never bother with us, and we don't blame you. Nobody likes hearing that their world is about to be upended. But think about the taxi or accommodation in hotels, business such as Uber and Airbnb respectively, global in scope, granular in implementation. Who could have imagined the disruption of such a widespread low-tech industry? Yet Uber and Lyft, using a ride-sharing model made possible by cloud technology, have done just that. Airbnb did the same thing in the hotel industry, and in both cases, once these new companies entered, the speed of change in the market was very dramatic. So let's see the how is the WealthGrid technology grow. First, the value is building for its customer is growing linearly, so it means predictable and stable. It's easy to do long-term planning. It has worked well for decades. WealthGrid is growing linearly. However, the competitor using cloud native is growing exponentially, but it is unnoticed. At first, the stranger is brand new and very small, taking only a teeny portion of your market. New competitors don't carry baggage. This is important here to understand. Don't carry baggage from decades of previous developments and so are able to operate at a significantly lower cost. The success of Stranger is because it delivers faster and more frequently using modern technologies. The Stranger gets immediately customer feedback and delivers some more features, innovations, and improvements. Cloud native teams and continuous delivery to create CI/CD and the ability to do new releases every day or even multiple types each day. So now we're focused on this expression that is true. Change is inevitable and the fittest species respond and adapt accordingly. Finally, it's important to notice that the cloud native transformation takes between 2 to 3 years to truly undergo this architecture and adjust to this new way of working.